everyone, welcome back to my channel Independence Crochet and the podcast Pick Up Stitches. My name is Yarnie and today this is episode 29 and it's the 4th of September 2022. I'm coming to you guys from South Africa and spring has landed. So the 1st of September in South Africa marks the start of spring, and that's why today I've decided to wear some flowery accessories for us. It is not warm enough yet to wear short sleeves and so on, but the weather is perfect for layering, so which is what I'm doing. And I've got loads and loads and loads to share, to show, and to tell you guys. Because I wasn't here last week. So we need to get cracking. And we're going to get straight into it with what am I wearing / finished objects. So the first finished object that I've got is the shrug that I'm also wearing. So a few episodes ago I told you guys that one of my friends is a big Outlander fan, and she sent me a picture of a shrug that she wants me to knit for her, which I did. The plan was initially to have it done by her birthday, which did not happen. So yeah, I am seeing her tomorrow, however, and I will be handing this over to her. I'm a little bit sad, to be honest, because I've been wearing it since Friday when I finished it off, working everything together and working in the ends and all of those nice stuff. And it's quite nice and cozy. So let me just stand up a bit here, see if I can show you. So this is what it looks like at the back. It's stockinette stitch with some ribbing around the edges, and I just worked it closed for a certain, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, with some single crochet stitches on the inside. And yeah, it's really nice and cozy. So this gap here for me is a little bit big. I see there's a lot of shrugs that is like this. I don't think I'm a big fan of that. So I actually already have an idea of a version 2 that I'm going to do. I made a million notes while I was making this one, and I've already written down what I want to do for the next one. Then maybe I will swap her. It will use a lot less yarn, and I personally think it will look a little bit better. So yeah, we learn, we trial, error, whatever you want to call it. So this was made with a wool and acrylic blend. It's the Symphony yarns. Symphony by Classic Yarns. It's 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 170 meters on a 100 gram skein. It's made in Turkey, and I bought this from Die Boervrou. My friend Edith helped me to acquire this. So it doesn't say the color name, just color 28. So this is a little bit of a chunky yarn, and I used a 7mm needles to make this. Yeah. So I will put some notes on my Ravelry page, and then we can take it from there. I'm trying something a little bit different today. I am recording on the laptop, and I'm not sure if you will be able to hear the chaos that's happening outside of the sheep. What's a baby sheep? The lambs. The lambs are crying for their moms just outside here. So yeah, Sorry about that, if you guys can hear it. Oh, it's going crazy now. So that's finished object number 1. Let me just pause here. Okay, we can resume. The second finished object that I want to share with you is my Mbali socks. There we go. So this was the socks that I wanted to make for August 2022. It's a pattern by Noma Ndlovu from Bigger Than Life Knits. And sock number 1 looks like this. Sock number 2 looks like this. Because I was running out of the green yarn, I made a plan and just went back to the main color of the socks for the toe on this one as well. But I am very, very happy with how they turned out. These are almost DK weight socks. It's made with African Expressions Joy, and I cannot remember the other one. Sorry about that. But yeah, the sock blockers are from Knotty Habit. And there we go. Socks for August, made in time at least. Where am I going to put this? So those are the 2 finished objects that I wanted to show you. Let me just scoot in here. Then we need to get into whips. So the first whip I'm going to show you didn't get too much attention, which was not supposed to have happened, because I wanted to get this done in August already. So oopsie, it's staying in my little twisted project bag. It's my biggest one that I've got. And it's the Meraki blanket. So the Meraki blanket was a mystery knit-along that was hosted by Moya yarns. And it has come and gone a month and a half already now, and I'm still busy. But I did manage to add a little bit of work in the last 2 weeks. There you can see my stitch marker that I used for the progress keeper of 2 weeks ago. I added this much, but I'm already feeling like the rows are getting shorter, because there's the corner. We're working our way back now. It's a corner to corner blanket. So I just want to give you a nice idea of this one. There we go. Okay. This is made with Moya DK 100% cotton yarns. So I'm just showing you one of the colorways here. It's geisha. And this came from a kit that I bought to make this blanket. And the color scheme for the kit was called Cornish Seaside. And I am very happy with how the colors are working up and the pattern. It's actually a loads of fun. It's just making it a priority, which it is currently. I will share all of my plans with you a little bit later in the episode. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that one. There's still loads of work to be done on it, but this is going to be priority 1 for me at this stage. Let's get this done. Oops. Okay. That's whip number 1. Did I tell you everything? I'm making it with a 3.5mm clover crochet hook. And I told you about the yarn and the pattern, etc, etc. Good. So whip number 2, I need to decide which one is first. Progress keeper must be moved still. Sorry about that. Where is it? Just do that. Otherwise, I tend to forget these things. Okay, that's done. Let's put this back here. Alright. So the next one I want to show you, the next whip, is staying in my Knotty Habit project bag, and it is my favorite adventure sweater. This is a pattern by Tristan from Dragon Hoard Yarn, and I've made some progress since last time. Where's my stitch marker? There we go. So can you see? Yes, I've added 1, 2. I just started with color number 3 on the body. Since the last time you guys saw it, I did fit it on Friday, I think, and it's looking good. I might just need to do some A-line shaping because all of the sitting is not working for my figure. Anyway, let's not complain about these types of things. So let's just move the progress keeper before I forget again. Okay. So this is a stitch marker by Getruida from Ietsie Klein as well. Majority of my stitch markers is by Getruida. There we go. So for this, I am using a whole variety of minis between the Esteresa YarnCreations Cleo base and Knotty Habit Skyso base. And the main color is this custom dye that Miensie made for me in the Kaiser base. So both of these bases are 75% merino, 25% nylon. And this yarn cake cozy is a pattern by my friend Mariette from Die Boervrou. And then I just want to show you one of the minis that I'm currently working with. So this is being kept in my Knotty Habit sock cozy. Yarn cake sock cozy thingy. Anyway, and this is actually part of the collection that she brought out, where part of the proceeds goes towards cancer. If you guys want to support that, please do. And I'm doing this on 4mm Jaigu circular needles. Yeah. Now that I see these cords, I showed you guys last time how they work. This is the knitting barber cords. Awesome little thingies. And Lauren mentioned actually to me that she does have them back in stock again, the original knitting barber cords. So if you are interested, go check out Lauren's website, which is the Little Yarn Craft. Everything is linked below. So just follow the link. Go check that out, please. Okay, so that's my favorite adventure. I showed you the Meraki. Yes, okay. Now I've got 2 new cast-ons that I need to show you. So 2 FOs, 2 cast-ons. The whips list is not really getting shorter, but anyway. The first cast-on that I want to show you is supposed to be in my Esteresa sock bag. But I need to make a plan. I don't know what. Because it's currently staying in an old lunchbox. Because of these handles. So I like to be knitting on something small while I'm walking. So my socks is currently in here. And I hook it around my arm and I get to walk and knit. So my socks for September is the Journey socks by Heidi and Lana. So I saw these socks on the Crazy Sock Lady podcast. Kay has been making quite a few of them already. And I decided let me also have a go at it. Because it's with spring and summer and it's not always very practical to have these, let's call them big wool socks for walking. So I decided I needed some shorties to go with my sneakers especially. And sock number 1 is not done. Because I was walking yesterday and I finished the toe, which I now need to kitchener a little bit. Not a little bit, I have to kitchener it. And I haven't gotten around to it yet this morning. So there you see, there's the heel turn, and then we've got the foot. So this is the entire sock. There's the opening. Yeah, it's going to fit. It's a super fast knit. I started this, when did I start this? A week ago. Let's say it's a week ago. And I've only been knitting on this while walking. That's all. I'm making this, let me just, before I forget, say, I'm making this with Knotty Habit, Kaiso yarn. And this is still what's left of the tic-tac-toe test that I did for Jalene, made by Jalene. She also has a podcast, a lekker podcast. So for the tic-tac-toe, I used a Knotty Habit sock set. Let me show you. This is what the sock set looked like. This was the main color, and then this is the contrast color that you could do toes and heels and cuffs with. So I made the entire tic-tac-toe, and I'm using the main skein was left over after making the tic-tac-toe for these socks. So this is sock number 1, almost done. And then sock number 2, I started yesterday afternoon. Oopsie. Just untangle this mess. And I am almost done with the heel flap. Okay. So I don't want to share too much info, but just a few notes. The heel, you start with the heel flap. So the pattern recommends DPNs the entire way through, but what I'm doing is I'm doing the heel flap and heel turn on my my 2.5 millimeter Knit Pro DPN needles, and then when I cast on these stitches, gusset stitches, I'm not sure if you still call it a gusset. I'm not an expert on this yet, but I then pick up with my circular needle afterwards, and then I continue on my 9-inch Chai Goose circulars, also 2.5. I'm at the toe now. I need to kitchener, and then this one is done. So I obviously need to do this before I'm done with this heel flap and heel turn, because I need the 2.5 9-inch circulars. So my point what I was trying to make is looks like I will even still have enough yarn left to do the sock. Because I was planning on, if I run out, I will just add the contrast for the toe or something. I will make a plan. But it doesn't look like I will even need to make any plans. So this is very cool. I love it when things are economical. Let's see. Always losing a DPN. Then this little thingy that I put on here is a Progress Keeper by Ietsie Klein, and it's got like a small blade in here that you use for a cutter. So because I was walking and I knew I was going to have to cut my yarn, I just attached that to the sock. And I just want to add for us a stitch marker for a Progress Keeper on the sock. So it's going super fast. I'm only knitting on it while I'm walking in the afternoons, getting a bit of exercise in. So obviously I don't walk very fast. I just walk to get my heart rate up a bit, and I don't want to lose on knitting time, so I'm multitasking. There we go. This is a small stitch marker I got with my sock blockers from Knotty Habit. Yeah, so I've spoken quite a bit about the Journey socks now. And then the last work that I want to show you is also a new cast on. So the last time I recorded, I told you guys about the Joji Locatelli. Sorry about that. Joji Locatelli's knit-along, fall knit-along that she does every year, and that I was thinking about it. And I was on Ravelry and I did favorite a few summer tops from Joji, thinking if I do this, I will probably make a summer top because it's going in towards the summer months and hotter weather here in South Africa. And yeah, didn't think much about that again until the Tuesday morning when my friend Bev, that's also making with me my favorite adventure sweater, she told me to go check my Ravelry. When I got on there, she had purchased for me as a gift one of the patterns by Joji that I favorited. So, yeah, thank you very much, Bev. And I decided, well, we're doing the fall make-along. So Bev bought for me the waving lace top. I will try to put a picture on here. Let me see. This is unfortunately black and white now. And it's all crumpled up. But this is what the pattern looks like. I print in black and white, sorry about that. And yeah, I am doing this with Karoo Moon yarns. So this I bought when I did my own individual yarn crawl a month or so ago. And this is the Unique Moon range by Karoo Moon. And this is 100% merino wool sock weight. So the pattern calls for fingering weight. So I took sock weight because, yeah, I can. So this skeins that I bought from them is 50 gram hanks, sorry. And on a 50 gram hank, that's 160 meters per hank. I initially also bought these yarns for a shawl that I need to knit for a colleague at work. But hey, I'll buy new ones for her. So this is how far I got. I'm into the second round of the bottom part lace work. There we go. This is it. Nothing much to show. So I just joined the cast on party on Thursday evening. Yeah, it was on Thursday evening at 7 live. It was on YouTube. And yeah, so Thursday morning I did the swatch. I got gauge. And Thursday evening I cast it on along with everyone else. So I'm only on round 2 of the lace work now. You guys will not be able to see anything. So yeah, this is it. There's a little bit of lace at the bottom, and then a whole lot of stockinette, and then the lace here on top. So I am going to try and get the lace part done before my Journey socks are done, because I'm going to need something to knit on while I'm walking. So the stockinette part of it will probably be the perfect solution. So let me just do this because it's not too heavy yet. I'm hoping I will cope to walk and knit with this one. Did I tell you everything? I told you the yarn, I told you the pattern. I need to put the progress keeper but I don't have one close by. So I'll promise I'll put a progress keeper on that one. So for acquisitions, I told you about the gift that I got from Bev in the form of the Joji Locatelli waving lace top pattern. And then I went to the Stoepmark last weekend. Yes, last Saturday with my friend Mariette as well. And I bought this wool wash from Colors of Amalfi. They had a pop-up shop at the Stoepmark. So this is a Eucalyptus delicate flavor jasmine. So jasmine is actually my favorite. What does it smell? I don't know what's the right word I'm looking for. In the world. So I love it. It brings back a lot of memories from when I was still quite little. My mom had jasmine growing. What's the word? What's the English word? My English is failing me this morning. Trellis. Yes. So she had a jasmine trellis right by the back door when we were still living in the Free State. And I so clearly recall every time I smell jasmine, walking out of the back door, and we had this huge stoop area where we always used to braai and have family gatherings. So, yeah, the smell of jasmine reminds me of all those great family evenings we had. Yeah, anyway, a little bit of nostalgia for you guys. And then I bought this pouch. This is, my goodness. I will try and put the name here somewhere. A pouch that I got to help me keep my chai goo needles organized a little bit better. So there's some gaps because I'm using a lot of my tips. There we go. And my cables is in here along with the grippy thingy. So yeah, just taking a little bit of better care of my tools and equipment, which I think is very important. I think this is a tulip case, guys. This is actually a tulip, yes, guys. And it's perfect for what I am doing currently. I don't need anything bigger. So yeah, that's that. And then I actually also ordered, I told you guys in the Scrappy Sunday chat that I did with Mariette last Sunday, that I ordered some knitting needles and cables and tips. So these 7mm cables I ordered to finish off this shrug. If it was not for these, I would probably still be busy with this shrug. So the right tools does make life a little bit easier, along with a large cable that goes with this one, because the chai goo has got different cable sizes. So a certain range of needle tips uses a mini cable like the 2.25s and the 2.5s, and then that's the mini cable. Then the small cables is your 2.75. Let me confirm. Yeah, so 2.75 you get the small cables. The 3.75 is still a small cable. Where's a 4mm? Let me confirm. 4mm is also still the small cable. And then the I'm not sure exactly when you go over to the large, but the 7mm that I bought is already the large cable. So I've now got 3 thicknesses of cables, but don't despair. You do get adapters as well, so that you don't need to buy a million cables to fit your million tips. Yeah, you do get cable adapters for the chokus. Is that everything? Yes. And I'm just assuming you guys know who Lauren is. Lauren is the owner of the Little Yarn Craft. It's a yarn store in Johannesburg. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get this place neatened up a bit. What's in here? You're supposed to be in here. Okay. Did I tell you all my acquisitions? Yes. Okay. Now, I'm first going to do gossip, and then I'll tell you about life / all my plans. So let's go to Yarnie Gossip. There's quite a lot of gossip to tell you guys. Events that's coming up, etc, etc. So, first off, I want to tell you guys last Friday. Yes, not Friday that passed, the Friday before. I don't normally go onto YouTube Friday evenings. Friday evenings, I'm like dead tired. And for some reason, I went up on YouTube a little bit later than usual. And I saw that Ursula from OMGrannysquare was live. And I decided, let me go check out what's happening. And when I clicked on it, I saw, here's Ursula, as well as Adele from YarnCreations. And I really enjoyed watching the little bit that I did watch. Adele was sharing her mandala, and they were chatting a bit, and some other ladies also joined. And then, yeah, while I was there, Jalene from the Lekker podcast joined the chat, and my friend Mariette from Die Boervrou joined the chat. And it was really inspiring for me to see how all the South African ladies are supporting one another, podcaster ladies especially. So, yeah, I just wanted to shout out to Ursula and Adele and Jalene and Mariette and say, well done it, ladies. Let's keep this up and keep on supporting one another. So, yeah. Then, let's see. Let's first talk to knit-alongs or make-alongs, MALs, that's coming up. So, we're already busy with Hohi's fall make-along that I'm participating in. It's unfortunately too late to sign up if you want to be eligible for the prizes and things like that. But I'm sure you can still pick a pattern and join in the fun. Yeah. So go check that out. I will link it below if you're interested. And then the next thing that's coming up that's major, it's big. Social media is on fire with this make-along. It's all I'm seeing around every corner, and it is the Stephen West annual mystery knit-along where you make a shawl. So I've decided towards the end of October last year already, come this year October, I'm going to participate. So I am there, I'm participating. And he launched the introductory videos on his YouTube channel, which I will link below as well. And there's videos on what tools you will need. He's got videos on the different yarns and the yarn kits. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, he said on the 3rd of September, the kits will go live. And I believe it's live now. So if you are an international viewer and you can afford to purchase the kits from Stephen and Penelope directly, great for you guys. Go and do that. There's some awesome kits. In South Africa, it is very expensive to import these types of things. But luckily, we have got zero shortage of yarn shops, yarn dyers that is putting kits together. So I know of Big Fox Yarns that's got kits with Lauren at Little Yarn Craft. And I know that Luna Fibers is putting kits together in collaboration with Be Inspired. As soon as I know of more shops with more kits, I will let you guys know. Those are the two that I know of already. I know Lauren from Little Yarn Crafts kits already went live. You guys can order. I have not seen the kits from Luna Fibers yet. I just know it's coming. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you are also participating. And yeah, there's already a whole community in South Africa that is forming because of this. So if you are interested, send me a DM on Instagram maybe. Let's talk about this. If you want to form part of a community that's going to do the mystery knit-along this year by Stephen West. So he's calling it Twists and Turns. And it's a mystery what you're going to do. We don't know what's the shape of the shawl. We don't know how big the shawl is going to be. We know nothing. What we do know is you need a cable needle. So there's going to be cables. I don't know how, what, where. I'm thinking short rows, twists and turns. I don't know. Twisted stitches. I cannot wait. Okay, so cast on is going to be 6th of October. Yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled for all of the other clues that might come. And what else did I want to tell you about that? I think that's it. Yeah, so the first clue is coming out the 6th of October, which gives us another month to plan. I need to tell you, part of your planning, what he indicates is that you need 5 skeins in total, fingering weight yarn. So he's recommending 2 main colors, 2 contrast 2 skeins. So that's probably going to be 200 grams of fingering weight, main color, 2 skeins, hanks of contrasting color, and 1 what's the word? Goodness. Anyway, pop color. I cannot remember the word I'm looking for. So it's 5 skeins, 3 colors. Start looking into your stash or start looking around at the kits. That's it on the make-alongs that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, that's the one make-along. Sorry, that's the one make-along that I am participating in October that I wanted to tell you about now already. The other make-along is also in October, and I also want to tell you about it now already. So October, aka Socktober, is the thing. It's a thing. And my friend Mariette is designing, and she's done designing her first sock pattern, and she's going to have a knit-along as well in October for a pair of socks. So I anyway have this goal that I set for myself, that I want to knit a pair of socks per month. And yeah, so I am still going to make socks as well in October. I might do nothing else except socks and Stephen West shawl. But yeah, so the sock along is happening as well with Mariette from Die Boervrou. And I'm going to use her pattern, and I'm going to use the Socktober box from Knotty Habit that's coming. So I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I just know there's a sock box coming. With like an advent color type concept for October. And yeah, I was even thinking I could use my Socktober box for my Stephen West shawl. I mean, nothing stops me from making one very crazy shawl. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. So those are the two knit-alongs that I'm doing in October. It's the shawl knit-along and the sock knit-along. Shawl sock. Okay. Then, what else do I need to tell you? Okay. Yes. Oh my goodness, I did not write this date down. What was I thinking? I can do it. But while I look for this, the dates for the 2023 Karoo Winter Wool Festival has been announced, and it's going to be the 22nd to 25th of June 2023. Do not say you were not told. Please, it is going to be awesome. I've seen the videos of everybody that went this year. I couldn't go. I was busy with exams. It was stressful. I hope that next year I will not be writing exam around that exact same time again. Because next year's first semester I'll only have 2 subjects with my mini dissertation. I don't want to divulge too much, but anyway, I hope that next year I can go. I just quickly want to jump on here and confirm the date of this one event I need to tell you about. I messed up, guys. I messed up. Oops. Okay, so let me start telling you guys about the events and classes that's coming up in the next 2-3 weeks. So the first one I need to tell you about is the YarnCreations beginner crochet class at Pretty Mooi in Port Elizabeth. So I obviously will not be there. But if you are in the Port Elizabeth area, on the 10th of September, there's going to be a beginner crochet class where you will learn to make a granny square. And from this granny square, you can go crazy and make so many things. Blanket is the first idea that comes to my mind. So I'm going to link all of these things that I'm going to list now will be linked below. So if you're in the Port Elizabeth area next Saturday, coming Saturday, then go check that out. Then on the 10th of September, okay, so there's quite a few things happening. Goodness, there's quite a few things happening. The Little Yarn Craft is going to be buzzing next Saturday. It's on the 10th of September. Few things. Number 1, Knotty Habit is going to have a pop-up shop there. Number 2, there's going to be a Learn to Brioche class hosted by Jonita Muir. I am highly recommending you go to this class. I don't know if you guys will make the same cowl that we did when I attended a class at the Yarnie Corner, but it was also the Learn to Brioche, and we made a scrapper cowl, and it was amazing. I love it. I am so happy I went. Jonita is a very good teacher, so highly recommend that you attend this one. And then there's going to be a Tunisian short row class as well by the Little Yarn Craft. So if you are in the Johannesburg area next Saturday, go check those out. And then if you are in the Free State next Saturday, Anna Patat Yarn Boutique is in Paris. It's an awesome town. It's an awesome shop with an awesome owner. And she's having a drop spindle weaving class that's being hosted by Amanda. Yeah, it's Amanda from Vollenflas on the 10th of September as well. So wherever you are, there's something for you to do. And then I just want to already, what I have for next Saturday written down in my book, not next Saturday, the Saturday after, the 17th of September, is also a beginner crochet class that will be hosted at the Yarn Tree, if you guys are interested in learning to crochet. So the Yarn Tree is also in Johannesburg. Yeah. Okay. That's events that I just survived 2 weeks of classes and tests and assignments and group work. So for the new viewers, I'm doing my Masters in Technology and Innovation Management through the University of Pretoria. And the classes was 2 weeks of online classes where you get to work from home, but it's quite hectic. Don't underestimate how stressful it still is. We wrote 4 tests in total and submitted, I don't know how many assignments, individual / group assignments. I got another assignment due this Thursday, and I also have another session with my group. I don't know exactly what you call it, but also Thursday evening. And then, yeah, I need to start putting ideas together for a mini dissertation as part of the master's program. My idea needs to be submitted by the 25th of September. Then there's assignments in between, like I mentioned. So it's interesting. A lot of things that I need to do for my studies. Then obviously haven't been at work for 2 weeks. Everything has piled up. So this week's going to be crazy, playing catch up a little bit for work as well. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get too much knitting and crocheting done, which is why I already told you the little bit of information that I have regarding events for the next 2 weeks, in case I'm not here next Sunday. Maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not. Let's see. And then if we talk about my knitting plans, you guys know I stole a page out of Natalie from Knitty Natty's book, and I made a plan in the beginning of August of everything that I want to do and get done. Just plan the projects a little bit so that they don't just accumulate. You actually hold yourself a little bit accountable. So this is what it looked like for August. I'm not the neatest writer, but I had 4 whips in my whip column. I had 4 new projects that I casted on, and I have 3 finished objects. So the new projects that I casted on was the Mbali socks. Sorry, it was only 3. I planned to cast on 4, but I only cast on 3 of them. Yes, it was the Mbali socks, the shrug, this one, and the tic-tac-toe. I finished the Mbali socks, I finished the tic-tac, and I finished the shrug. So I still have the same whips starting in September. Then I want to show you guys my September and October plans, because I realized I should probably start with me already knowing what I'm doing in October, already write down everything for September as well as October. And this is what that looks like. There you go. So my whips are still exactly the same. It's the Meraki blanket, it's a favorite adventure, the Tunisian sampler shawl, and a tree of life. Then new products. I had one of the courses I did, part of my master's was new product development. Now, so every time I see NP, I think new product. No, it's new projects that I casted on. Was the Journey socks and the waving lace top. Okay. And then my plan for coming end of September is that my Meraki blanket must be finished and my Journey socks must be finished. So the fall make-along for Joji Locatelli is a 3-month long make-along. So I have until end of November to still submit the waving lace top, which is the only reason why it's not a priority. I'm going to work on it as long as I can while walking until it gets too heavy or whatever. But that's going to be for September. So I even said here, my priority is the Meraki blanket. Then if I'm working from home and I'm attending a class or a meeting or something, I'm going to be knitting under my favorite adventure. The reason for that is it's very heavy. I don't need to think about what I'm doing. I just knit. It's very easy. It's a simple knit, but it's starting to get quite heavy. So I cannot walk with it anymore. So I need to sit down. I can knit on that while I'm attending some meeting or whatever. The Meraki takes brain power. That's why it's my priority project. When I'm sitting down, I'm saying, now I'm going to work and I can have a little bit of thought going into what I'm doing. I'm going to work on the Meraki. And then for walking, first up is the Journey socks. And then once they are finished, I will continue my walking with the waving lace top. And then new projects for October is number 1, Socktober, and number 2, Twists and Turns. Yeah. Let's see. I'm hoping I'm going to get the whips. Will probably still be 4 whips when we go into October here. But hopefully it will just change at least a little bit. Let's keep fingers crossed. So yeah, I told you everything I need to tell you. This is already 53 minutes long. Yeah. That's what happens if you only record once in 2 weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to record again next week as well. So I wish you all a wonderful week. And may you all be blessed and happy and have lots of time for crafting. And yeah, I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.